you
There
agree
was
with most
no
of the
slicer
takes?
dicer.
No, there wasn't that in there.
So I disagree with that. But yeah, it was a pretty solid list. I might have to revisit it. I watched it on the shitter for half of it. So we pimping this?
We pimping this. We've just got quarters. We'll start with movie.
Okay. And then pretend it's Sunday.
Yeah,
When we're
like it's still
recording.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also thought of an intro for Birdemic 3 Seagull already.
What is it?
So you and Seth are on a game show where you have to guess like movie trivia shit. And I'm the host,
Yes.
like, I don't know, Ingrid Bingelman or something.
Yeah.
And I'm just throwing easy ones and it gets harder and harder. And then it gets to, I'll ask you, one of you guys, like, all right, for $1,000 or whatever, what is the third installment in James Wynn's horror series based off of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds? And you guys will be like, Birdemic 3 Seagull. And it'll be like, no, it's Birdemic 3 Seagull.
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 And
Something
we
like
both
that.
get it wrong. Yeah, that's a good. Good after.
I thought of that in the shower this morning in between scrubbing my balls and my butt.
That is good.
Yeah.
Your taint, you mean?
Between scrubbing my balls and my butt and my taint. You got to get them all in there.
That would be between your balls and your butt.
No, there's an area in there just for me specifically that's also in between. Yeah. It's my little hidey hole.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Oh, are you ready?
That's the cat. He going nuts. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. We're still gonna clap on 5, okay? I guess you're starting a new recording, or are you adding on to?
No, yeah, I gotta do a new one.
Okay, I'm adding on, so.
Okay,
yeah. 1, 2, 3, play. Movie.
They don't know.
It's seamless. It's fucking seamless.
And it's still Sunday.
It's foolproof, honestly. I don't know why more podcasts don't do the movie transition.
Technique. They don't get it. But it is the Lord's Day still.
The crime podcast going movie to transition.
It'll be pioneered after us. But like I said, we went to church today.
Yep.
I can't wait for that Giants game tonight. I wonder who will win.
I mean, it's going to be the Bills, right? They're the better team.
You would think. You never know on Sunday night.
Maybe there could be like a non-called holding call on the very end where, I don't know, maybe Daniel Jones doesn't play in the end and Tyrod Taylor's subbing in at quarterback and he has to lob it into Darren Waller. I'm just guessing, but there's like a no-call hold.
And there might be a war in Israel. Well, that'd be crazy.
That's been going on. That's not. We know that's crazy. That's not just happening on this Sunday.
It is Sunday though.
It is Sunday, and we're talking movies.
We're talking queers.
The Lord's Day, the Devil's Day. We're talking queers. You didn't take any quotes.
No, I'm on a anti-quote. It's sort of linked to consumerism and capitalism, but can't quite connect the dots yet, but I'm working on it.
You also want $70 million, or?
Well, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Or you won't take quotes. That's what you said, because it's still Sunday. Don't you remember?
So, yeah, I'm not working.
Yeah. So, I've got quotes at least. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 of them are from Seth.
Really?
No.
That doesn't make sense.
He didn't watch it with me. All right, let's see what I've got. There are many that I took just from IMDb, actually. I only took 1, 2, 3, 4 during the watching.
Okay. An odd balance.
Yeah.
You're an odd guy, so.
First one from IMDb. The demon says, "What an excellent day for an exorcism." And Father Karras goes, "Would you like that?" And demon goes intensely, and he says, "But wouldn't that drive you out of Regan?" And he says, "It would bring us together." He said, "You and Regan." He says, "You and us." And I was like, "Oh,
That's some menacing shit.
yeah."
What a badass.
I would have been like, "I'm out. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I don't
he
care
wants
how
me.
I
He
don't care
wants
how
this.
powerful the Lord is. I'm out. I don't give a shit about this."
That's crazy.
Um, I put this one down from IMDb just because it is probably the most quotable thing from the film. The power of Christ compels you. It's this movie
So my
popularized that
uncle
phrase.
says.
just
The Exorcist uncle.
Yeah, just normally to you. He's just letting you
when I
know,
have demons. When I have my demons.
like the Imagine Dragons do.
Yeah, and my anxiety.
That's your demon.
Yeah. That's my
The demon says your mother sucks cocks in hell. Karis, you
yeah.
faithless slime.
Didn't shake him either.
No. And demon is so foul mouthed the whole time. That's a lot of what I took down here. Because the next one is stick your cock up her ass, you motherfucking worthless cocksucker. It's like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Coming
Some
from the
trash
mouth of
talk.
like of what appears to be a 14-year-old girl.
That's what makes it so good.
Yeah.
And why she should have won an Oscar.
Father Karras says, "Why her? Why this girl?" And Father Marin goes, "I think the point is to make us despair, to see ourselves as animal and ugly, to make us love us." Which it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Next, Father Dyer says, "My idea of heaven is a solid white nightclub with me as a headliner for all eternity, and they love me."
Me too. That'd be cool.
I think that was when he was talking to Father Karras when they were like in that room in the church or something, and he
Yeah.
was all sad. Last
Odd.
one from IMDb. As they walk into the room and Regan is masturbating with a crucifix, just shoving it up there.
Pretty
The
cool.
demon just goes, "Let Jesus fuck you. Let Jesus fuck you. Let him fuck you." And I was like, God damn it.
I wonder if that's ever happened. If Jesus has there's ever been a Mexican guy let Jesus fuck you. Who's
Jesus,
ever been
yeah.
asking for that?
The Jesus has loved this film.
They do.
All right. This and then my 4 from the movie from me taking him. The drunk director at one point during the party, he was so drunk and he just
Burke.
goes, "Burke, there seems to be an alien pubic hair in my drink." And I was
What a funny guy.
you are trashed right now.
He's probably a straw, yeah.
This is when Father Dyer and Father Karras are in that room with when I just said about the
Yeah, the
nightclub and
spooky
whatnot.
room.
And he's putting him to bed, and I think Father Karras is drunk, and Father Karras goes, "Well, are you gonna steal my shoes now?" And he goes, "No, I tell fortunes by reading the creases. Go to sleep."
Well, yeah, they're goofy drunks.
Yeah. Um, Another one. I think this is Father Karras and Father Dyer once again. "How do you go about getting an exorcism?" And Father Dyer goes, "Well, first you hop in your time machine and go back to the 16th century." Hey, the
Yeah.
carpet doesn't move, buddy. No, that is Chris talking to Father Karras when they meet in the park or something. She's got her hood up, and it's like the secret meeting between them, asking if she can do an exorcism. And he, being the science man's like,
Psychiatrists,
"Not,
they don't do those anymore.
yeah."
Then he has to do them.
And my last one
Your
is
ultimate.
my ultimate is when Father Marin comes to start the Exorcist with Father Karras, and Father Karras is all about, he's new to this, and Father Marin is the professional, and Karras just goes, "Do you want to hear the background of the case, sir?" And Marin just goes, "Why?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, it doesn't matter. This is
That was his
intense."
whole deal too in the movie, right? It doesn't matter
Hmm.
who the girl is, doesn't matter where it is, it's just me and the devil once again.
Me and the
We've done this dance
boys.
before. Yeah. This guy keeps fucking the devil up. That's a bad dude.
Dude.
This is this second or third time he's had this encounter.
Marin versus the devil in his prime, or Mike Tyson versus Holyfield in their prime.
It's a good matchup.
Yeah.
They got each other at the end.
Okay, that's the end of quotes. It's ratings time.
Hey,
Start it off.
ratings time. Ratings
Ratings
time.
time. We're all gonna rating this time.
It's time to rate the movie, not date the movie.
It's time to rate a bitch.
Let's rate a bitch.
Thermometer. What do you think this
Did
got?
Seth guess these? I forget.
He didn't guess anything, but he did give me his rating, review, and reasoning.
All right. Thermometer, Exorcist, 94.
85.
Okay, what? Okay. I win.
You win. You've won today, a 5-0 right now. Audience score?
93.
87.
Okay. We're closing in on each other.
And then
it's pretty low. I mean, horror movies, like me and Martyrs, we just didn't fit, right?
Mm-hmm.
We realized at the end of that one too that it was pretty critically acclaimed, and it just was not for me. So horror movies, not for everybody.
They're divisive. I saw that that new A24 horror film, Talk to Me, that had some good buzz about it, had like a 94 on
That's
Rotten
pretty
Tomatoes.
hot.
Yeah.
The indie ones, I think, can get more love because it's like the only people going to see that are horror movie people.
I guess that's true.
But if something that goes like mainstream, like 300 million, like I wonder what, I mean, Get Out's probably pretty high too.
I might Get Out. Hereditary was 90.
Yeah.
I'm looking up Midsommar right now. Midsommar was... Oh, wait, I need to look up Rotten
Get Out's to 98. That does not make my point. I think I'm just dumb.
No, I mean, no, what you're saying makes sense to me. I mean, I typically don't like horror films anyway, but...
I mean, there's a lot of puking and stuff like that.
Midsommar had an 83 and a 63, so...
Ooh. Okay.
And then we're going to IMDb. Metascore out of 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
Oh,
wait. No, I have these backwards. Metascore out of 100.
I caught you correctly.
You did.
Metascore out of 100. That makes sense. Now I'm home. I'm cooking. Let's go with a 7.9.
I knew exactly what you were going to fucking do.
Of course.
I knew exactly. Oh, yeah. You... One. 81.
81. There we are. So I was pretty close.
You were pretty close. And then audience score out of 10.
Out of 10?
Yes, out of 10.
I'll say 7.7.
It's an 8.1.
Again.
So all right in the middle. Critics 85 and 81 for an 83 average, and audience is 87 and an 81 for an 84 average. Lukas, what are you giving The Exorcist?
I think it's a pretty stunning work of cinema, regardless of its horror distinction, especially for 1973. So that makes it a 50-year-old movie. We're doing it on a 50th anniversary. That's pretty crazy. We didn't even talk about that.
The 50th anniversary of the podcast, yeah.
Of the podcast. I think it's a pretty stunning piece of cinema. Pretty great acting. William Friedkin's a force. I'm going to give it a 9.1.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want to hear what Seth had to say?
Do we have to? Yeah, let's do it. let's hear it.
He said he's going the classic 7.3.
Oh,
he said I didn't actually get to rewatch it, but I've seen it twice and thought it was boring both times. I'm sure it's revolutionary, whatever Lucas is going to say about it, but it's a product of its time, and I think a product of its time, I think, and no other movies get that pass.
He's wrong. I mean, per usual.
He's
not
still in
here
the
to defend
bathroom.
himself.
He's not feeling well.
No, he texted us his colon fell out
Yeah.
into the toilet. It's in there.
And William Friedkin's is
Gross.
mad about it.
He's so mad.
I've been.
What's your guess?
Oh, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, what's your guess?
I guess that my rating. I've been torn on it. I think I'm gonna do an 8.4. 8.3 is where I'm ending on it. It is, I mean, it's great. It is a touch boring. It's not necessarily scary. I mean, it's a horror film, but I had never seen before. Knowing the name The Exorcist, I thought I was going to be scared out of my wits the whole time. And it kept me on edge knowing that this is The Exorcist, but never was I like freaked out. I think Martyrs scared me a little bit more just from a possessed with girl ghoul aspect instead. But you said the acting is great. I love the subtle storytelling of each of these characters crossing with Father Marin in northern Iraq. And you got Father Karras with his troubles of doubting faith, but then he comes to faith, witnessing all this, and his horniness and the boxing. And then Chris and her family with Regan going on. At the start of the movie, did not think there was going to be so much Iraq in it.
Of Iraq, yeah, I forgot how much of that there was in there actually.
And like, it was very making.
It's just very an intense film, an intense filmmaking style too. It's very gritty. It's very in your face. It's sweaty almost. And I think that's a scintillating tale.
And I think it's a good idea to like I said, the exorcism doesn't happen until like the last 20 minutes. And I mean, there are the possession things leading up in the last hour, but a lot of it is like a fight between science and religion. And I think that's a kind of a good standpoint to see where people fall on this spectrum within a film.
It's big.
It's biggie. So a 7.3, an 8.4, and a 9.1.
Calculating.
17.5, 24.8. That's going to be a 8.3 average. That's me. That's me.
That's May.
That's May.
It's going to be May. Brandon did it. He wins. He didn't even play.
That's a winnie if we ever. I win a movie, guys. I won a movie.
Put it on your resume.
Yeah. I would like to thank the Academy of the Moopies, especially the Johansson family. Earl Johansson, Sandra Johansson, Jackie Johansson, Jonathan Johansson. We can't leave out Earl Johansson Jr. or Earl Johansson Sr. Obviously, William Friedkin, Scarlett Johansson. Shout out to you, Lucas. I'm going to thank you for giving me this win.
Fuck.
Yeah, right. Fuck it. Cameron Johansson, Arthur Johansson, Marilyn Johansson. No, I'm not thinking Seth. He's still in my bathroom fucking it up. Thank you, Devin. I'd like to thank Marina and Callie for letting me watch this movie, and my parents for birthing me, for all babies want to be born. And last but not least, I'd like to thank Jesus Johansson and Jesus Johansson for all their work that they did for me.
That was wonderful.
Yeah. So, do you want to hear some reviews real quick before we end it?
I just want to give you a quick hand of applause for that.
Thank you.
There you go.
And I would like to thank you for giving me a round of applause. Thank you for giving me a round of applause.
Amazing. I would like to hear some reviews from critics and
4,000 critic reviews to sort through on Wikipedia.
It was big.
There's like old critic reviews and then new critic reviews and then legacy critic reviews. It's like, God damn it. So I picked 5 short but good ones.
Short but good ones. Is Big Rog in here?
He's number 1. Chicago Sun-Times. He says,
I knew it.
The acting, particularly Burstein, and the special effects deserve praise, but I am not sure exactly what reasons people will have for seeing this movie. Surely enjoyment won't be one. Are people so numb they need movies of this intensity in order to feel anything at all? 4 out of 4 stars.
Wow. That's like him saying, like, this fucking blew my socks off. You people are
Mhm.
nuts. I'm a freak. Why are you doing this?
I don't know why you would watch this. It's not, you
That's
won't
a great
enjoy it, but
review.
it's that good, yeah. Stanley Kaufman at the New Republic, he said, "This is the scariest film I've seen in years. The only scary film I've seen in years."
Must be a Catholic.
Yeah, right. Vincent Canby at the New York Times says,
I think we've done this guy before.
I think once or twice, he says, "A chunk of elegant occultist claptrap, a practically impossible film to sit through, establishing a new low for grotesque special effects."
Is this interesting to hear coming off the heels of Martyrs, the grossest film ever made?
Not even close.
Yeah, and this is like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Blood and Honey.
Blood and Honey. We did that. We watched that. It was bad.
John Lando at Rolling Stone said, "The Exorcist is nothing more than a religious porn film, the gaudiest piece of schlock this side of Cecil B. DeMille."
Oh, Cecil B. DeMille's great.
There's an award
That's
named after her at the
schlocky.
Oscars.
Yeah. Oh,
Is
well.
it? Is that like the lifetime achievement as the Cecil B. DeMille, or is it like the humanitarian one? What is
I
that
think
one?
it's lifetime achievement
That's what I was thinking.
because she had a life.
She did. You're right. So it has to be that. But
They
she's
gave it to
also a
her.
human, so it could be humanitarian.
Yeah, you're right. It's all after her.
And my last one that I've got is by Michael Dempsey at Film Quarterly. He says, "The trash bomb." Film Quarterly.
Oh.
He says, "The trash bombshell of 1973, the aesthetic equivalent of being run over by a truck, a gloating, ugly exploitation picture."
10 out of 10.
He didn't give a rating. Only Big Rog did.
I think though that could still be a positive review of this movie. I think that's kind of what it's going for.
The aesthetic equivalent of being run over. He said trash bombshell, though.
I think that could be a good thing.
But what if the truck you're being run over by is the one that Creech is driving?
Oh, yeah, that's gross.
We went completely different ways.
Yeah, I don't want the Creech truck.
I would love the emotion truck. Run me over. Let me explore.
That's why we do art.
We're gonna rock Creech. Down to Emotion Avenue.
Yeah, not Creech.
And then we'll drive a truck now.
Bad idea, actually, to get all emotional.
And then we'll kick a Creech out.
We'll do that, yeah.
And then last, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, normal 7 user reviews. First off, Songbird.
Knew it. I'm right.
You're right. You're the winner. You get a Moopy.
I'm a Moopy winner. I think this is my second or third time winning a Moopy.
Anybody to thank?
You.
Thank you.
Callie. Alex. I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far. That'll be it. That's all it is.
What about the Johansons?
No, fuck.
Oh wow, we defer there.
Devin, go eat some shit, bitch.
go eat some fucking shit, you fucking bitch.
You bitch. And Seth, what up, homie? And that's it.
Okay.
I don't thank him though.
Songbird,
to be clear,
on 10/13/2011 says, "The horror genre is a genre that has been growing on me over time, and I genuinely believe The Exorcist is a landmark of it. Not just how much it's talked about or parodied, but also its ability to unnerve and unsettle me even years later. The Exorcist is a fantastic film, both as a film of its genre and a film full stop. Overall, genuinely unsettling and effective. 10 out of 10.
There it is. That
Only
started her
2
off.
paragraphs for her on this. It was crazy. She didn't have
She
things to complain about.
brevity, soul of wit.
What a great saying.
Yeah,
That should be one of the greatest movie quotes of all time.
brevity is the soul of wit.
Movie podcast quotes of all time.
It's
Right
in
behind,
the
right behind movie.
movie.
Snoopy style. Next up,
Also, big hitters. They're
yep.
out.
Seth has to say on December 2nd, 2014, it marks another step in the horror genre. The special effects and makeup are the best. The projectile vomiting is gross even today. The first half is rather slow, but the exorcism lays the groundwork for all others to follow. Max von Sydow was powerful in his performance. Linda Blair shall be cinematic history for all times. This is one of those signposts that marks the march of films. 9 out of 10.
Interesting. A little historical,
Mm-hmm.
contextual placing of it.
All right,
The
if you
Shining
can
would come
guess.
soon after.
Yeah. What year was that?
80.
80? I was thinking 81. Either way, we're right there.
Might be
If you
81.
could guess this next user reviewer, you really win the movies.
Me?
Yeah.
Let me try.
Do it.
I'll have to just guess blind?
Yeah.
Fuck. Cosmasp.
Close. It's PWNYCNY.
Oh, have we done him before?
No.
Oh.
Potentially Pony Cine, if you say it
Pony
out. But
Cine.
on 8/8/2005, August 8th, 05, they say, this movie is the quintessential story of good versus evil. The story is powerful, compelling, and credible. Further, it's not a horror movie. Rather, it's a movie about faith, sacrifice, and self-exploration. For this movie portrays a struggle which brings out self-doubt and renders the characters utterly helpless in the face of a force so overwhelming and malevolent that the protagonists are literally thrown against a wall. A little girl is possessed, ... or is she? The situation tests the character's faiths and belief in the powers beyond the ability of science to detect, accept, or control. Even the young priest himself has doubts and undergoes a test of faith that transforms him from a self-doubting and guilt-ridden hypocrite into one of the great heroes in the history of cinema. As such, it is a true work of art and definitely worth watching. 1 out of 10. That doesn't seem right. Wait. Why is that? Why
It's
is that a 1 out
because
of...
it's a typo. Meant to be
It
10
has to
this
be a
time.
typo, right?
He seemed like he liked it. Quite profuse in his
He really did
praise.
seem like he liked it. The Exorcist. Ramble for a second while I look.
I think this movie really has it all. It doesn't have a love story, I guess. Where's the love? As the Black Eyed Peas said. I guess it's the love between man and Jesus Christ, I guess, in the end of it all, which is sort of a love story. The greatest love story, a lot of Christians would argue. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. If that's up to me, what I think is that Israel should not be doing what they are doing. Just chill out. Like, you don't have to go literally commit genocides because bad stuff happens to you. It sucks. I get that. But don't kill everybody because the terrorists got you. We kind of did do that in Iraq and Afghanistan. But don't do it. We're gonna do as we say, not as we do, right? America's global politics has long been troublesome, which I don't agree with. But that doesn't stop us from looking at Israel and saying what you're doing is wrong. And that's a conversation with Israel. We can have a conversation with Palestine. We can have a conversation with Hamas, but it's not a taking sides thing. But it's just you can't do that thing. Do the things you're doing. What'd you find out?
I couldn't find anything quick enough. You did a great ramble though.
Damn it.
I'll figure it out later. It
I
might be a
pivoted.
10. Yeah,
We'll
you
assume it's a
pivot.
10.
Next, by Paul Hawkinson. This is a returner. By Paul Schilling on May 8th, 2017. They have to say, it's hard to grasp that The Exorcist was made back in 1973, especially since it has actually still managed to hold its own now in 2017. I will say that The Exorcist is not overly scary, taking into consideration that this is a horror movie, but I am sure that it was quite scary back in the day when it was first unleashed upon the world. However, it is still a rather disturbing movie given its storyline. This is also somewhat of a classic in the horror genre, and this should be a movie that you should be more than familiar with if you are a fan of horror movies. If you haven't already seen The Exorcist, then you definitely should take the time to watch it. 6 out of 10.
Interesting. I thought it was kind of in line with your views on the movie, especially as a
Yeah,
first-time watcher.
except a much lower score, but yeah.
Yeah.
Next is by Calico Dreamin'.
We've done this guy.
Calico Dreamin'
You did that thing
on
before.
this cold and rainy
Deja
day.
vu.
What a dreary day. What a dreary day. They, on February 4th, 2022, they say, well, the makeup and effects team went hard for this movie. The girl is downright creepy and sets a great vibe for the film. The storyline is interesting and actually well developed. The characters are well acted. The ending, wild. 7 out of 10.
Mid score.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not a mid score.
Tough
It's a
crowd.
7 out of 10.
That's mid for her review.
And it's kind of mid for The Exorcist, honestly. Next, Matthew's Silver Hammer. This is another returner. January 8th, 2019. It says, I used to say I didn't like this movie. Current me hates past me. The Exorcist is brilliant. You can see the seeds of the so-called high horror trend going. The Witch, Babadook, etc. present in this quiet, unnerving, beautifully macabre and classic masterwork. Blair is incredible, jumping between different personalities with ease, well beyond her years, and the practical effects are charmingly dated but truly fantastic. 10 out of 10.
I do think it is important that it is like a sort of legitimizing of the horror as a genre.
Mm-hmm.
Before this, it was, like I said, I think this was the first one nominated for Best Picture.
Yep.
First one like taken seriously as high art.
Yep.
Sort of brought that forward. So I do think it's important for that too.
And then my last review for us today, some might say the ultimate, is by Oswald Mosley, by Ted Mosby.
Dumb name.
On March 3rd, 2000.
See if he's dumb thoughts.
They say, the quintessential horror film or the archetypal horror film. My bowels frequently produce better films than this. It just goes to show, if you want a film to be considered great, simply get it banned, then release it again 20 years later. I fell asleep 563 times during the first 5 minutes. 1 out of 10.
Seems like he's just sleepy.
He's so sweet.
He's so sleepy. He reviewed the movie. I didn't see anything.
That is ending it. Are we recommending this film?
In October, yeah.
Okay.
Other months, also, yeah.
Seth said he's not recommending.
Idiot.
And I would recommend. I mean, if you're not a horror fan, this was actually an easier watch than I thought. And overall, I mean, it's a great film. Take a peek.
Take a gander. You'll take a wade inside. Check the temperature out.
I mean, honestly, something more scary is just the downtown spook boys. And Israel, whatever's going on over there. So
bad stuff. And
stuff.
Gaza.
And Gaza. I mean, whatever's going over there is just monkey business.
That's bad.
And they just need to
people are dying.
Put their hearts together and be love lads.
Yeah.
And have
a ceasefire.
And ceasefire, and everybody just go to the drive-in and
would you like me to park your car?
That's Nathan Fielder.
That was Brandon.
That was not me. But that is ending it this week. Thanks for tuning in. We've got one more episode in Spooktober. Lucas, you're going to be here in town in not 2 days. You're going to be here in town in 4 days because it's still
It's
Sunday.
We didn't take a big long break.
You're going to be in town in 4 days, and then 2 days after that, we're all conjuring together for Birdemic 3.
Is Devin coming?
Seagull. No.
We banned
But
him.
he'll be here in Billings 2 weeks later, so I'm going to make him be on, which is good because that's his birthday episode.
And then we can officially kick him off.
Yeah, exactly. But thanks for everybody for tuning in. I love you. Like, I love
Me?
you. All of you.
Oh, appreciate it. Right back at you, Chief.
I love you.
Thanks, Tiger.
I love you.
I appreciate you, champ.
I love you. That's good.
That was good. Good little wrap up.
That's our typical wrap up. Our normal
In and
stuff.
out.
Yeah. Like a double animal style.
That's our normal stuff. Jinjo bit me so goddamn hard earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you need antibiotics?
No, he had one of his rabies shots.
That you still might need antibiotics. Did he pierce the skin?
Pretty heavily.
Might need antibiotics.
No, he did.
Cat bites are nasty.
He had one of his rabies shots already.
That doesn't cover it.
I might get half of a rabies.
You need Augmentin right now. Stat. Augmentin.
What? It's right, that little thing.
Huh. You need to draw a Sharpie, a circle around it. So we know it's not spreading. I see it.
What do you mean?
You take a Sharpie and you draw a little circle around it, around the affected area. And then if you see redness growing further and further outside that circle, then you know it's infected.
That's witchcraft.
No, that's just showing that something's growing. That's what they do with moles and things like that to see if you've got skin cancer.
No, they just look at it and they're like, that's cancerous.
No. The ABCDE.
He had one of his rabies shots. I'll be fine.
Shut up. Caesar would never bite you like that unless you tried to rip his heart out. Or
Caesar would always bite me like that.
Or do the pew like he's
Or
in
point my head at him.
Palestine. Or point your head at him.
Why does he hate that one so much?
I don't know. It's like because he can't see your face.
Does he hate it when you put a pillow up?
No. Head down seems like charging, so he's threatened.
Well, he should be.
Are you guys gonna be here Saturday night still, or are you leaving sometime Saturday?
I'm not sure.
Sunday.
I don't know.
Well, if you're here Saturday night, it's the fight night.
Hell yeah. Makachev.
Makachev and Volkanovski.
That would be sick to watch.
On 11 days' notice, he has to cut 26 pounds.
He's got this. He will do it too, and then he'll probably lose, but it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm not sure what the plans are. Alex knows it all. I have no clue.
Okay.
Shields, though, at some point.
I figured you'd want to do Shields. We're getting our hairs cut. We're going to the zoo.
Yeah.
Dos Machos.
Let's watch it.
Is closed.
So we're on to Una Mesca or something.
Una Mesa, exactly, yeah.
Nice. Alrighty, I'll see you soon, Palorino.
Get some sleep on this Sunday night.
Ah, shit. Monday.
Basketball season starts up.
Shit. All right, later.
Later.